My name is PushingUpRoses, and I'm gonna be a mighty pirate. The Secret of Monkey Island was one of my first introductions to the adventure game genre, so I felt it necessary to make a video about it. I'll be your captain for this review, and Needles, my parrot, will be first mate. She looks cute, but she's a vicious, mangy sea dog at heart. It's no secret that Monkey Island is an amazing game. It was developed in 1990 by Lucasfilm Games and pushed as a graphical adventure by Ron Gilbert. Using the Scum engine, which is not an insult and is the actual name of the game's engine, this game was released on a myriad of platforms, including my own personal jam, DOS. I'm not showing the original DOS footage here, I'm showing a CD-ROM version. I meant to show the original, but only noticed after about 2 hours into game capture that I was using the CD-ROM version, so I said screw it, it's still awesome no matter what. My first experience with this game was in 1990 when I found a demo on my sister's computer one day. I adored it and became obsessed with the game and its sequels after that. The Secret of Monkey Island is everything I love in an adventure game. Amazing settings, extremely funny dialogue, hard puzzles, and pirates. This game takes the term adventure game quite literally. It gives you the feeling that you're actually on a grand adventure with sword fighting, traveling, romance, and the undead. Oh my god, I am joygasming so hard if you couldn't tell. You play as the main character throughout the entire Monkey Island series, Guybrush Threepwood, who one day realizes he wants to be a mighty pirate. And that's the intro. It is literally the most direct intro you could ever ask for. There's nothing unclear about it. You want to be a pirate. On his way to accomplish his life dream of pillaging innocent towns and getting booty, he runs into Governor Marley, in which he then desires booty of a different form. Yep, they fall in love, despite the governor's sharp, intelligent personality versus Guybrush's more doofy nature. Pirates sure do move fast in terms of dating, sheesh. I usually expect a few pizza dinner dates before choosing a worthy mate, but Dave Grohl just hasn't asked me yet. Another character of note is Ghost Pirate LeChuck, who's made it his mission to haunt the seas with his ghost pirate ship, killing other crew members along the way to recruit them for an eternity of undead pirate activity against their will. I'm not sure how LeChuck got to be this way or if he even has a backstory, but I'd like to think there's something very sentimental plaguing his past that nobody knows about, because no mortal dare try to crack his hard exterior. So I made up my own story. LeChuck was a good pirate until one day a neighboring ship boarded the one he worked on and stole his pet dog. Heartbroken and determined, LeChuck went after these puppy-pillaging pirates and stormed their ship. Unfortunately, the ship was attacked by another pirate ship, and everyone drowned, except for LePup, who LeChuck was able to fit into an empty crate and float to shore. And now LePup resides in the Scum Bar, waiting for his undead pirate dad to come back. And that is the story of LeChuck, the man you never knew. Cut, print, brand it. LeChuck has a bit of a thing for Governor Marley, so he decides to kidnap her and marry her, just what every girl wants. Guybrush, though somewhat of a dim-witted character, is determined to save her and ends up traveling all over the islands in an attempt to find her. But before you do, you have to assemble a crew, find a worthy sea vessel, and learn how to sword fight. But sword fights in this game don't just require a sharp blade, they require a sharp tongue. Time for some insult sword fighting. Eye of the Tiger. Insult sword fighting is a common theme in the Monkey Island series. It was revisited in Monkey Island 3 and 4, but left out completely from Monkey Island 2. Even though Ron Gilbert himself stated that it was perhaps too drawn out in the first game, I liked it. I like witty retorts, and I like upgrading my stats per se by learning new insults. I like gameplay that makes my brain gears turn, so as tedious as it was, I enjoyed it. And for the record, I will never tire of telling people that they fight like a cow, even out of context.
Hey, Roses, what are you up to today? Just over here working on a new review myself. Man, I could go for a glass of milk.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. The humor in this game is so on point, I dare say it's one of the funniest adventure titles I've ever played. It's scripted brilliantly, and even without the presence of voice acting that can often give games an entirely different tone, it remains incredibly witty and enjoyable to read. I also really like having a map to follow when it comes to games, so I'm not just wandering around aimlessly. Like many LucasArts games, there isn't a way to die. But is there? Guybrush states in the game that he can impressively hold his breath for 10 minutes. You get to test his theory when you get thrown off deck and into the sea. If you have 10 minutes, you can see the only death scene in the entire Monkey Island series. Like all games, there are some flaws. Now, I'm not gonna shit on anyone's childhood, especially not my own. Besides, it's hard to shit on yourself, if not impossible. Besides the tedious insult sword fighting, I legitimately think some of the puzzles were a little rougher than they should have been. And this is coming from someone who adores the old Sierra adventure games. Because you can easily find walkthroughs for most adventure games on the internet, if you're an impatient person, you may find yourself cheating at some of the puzzles. Perhaps back in the day I would have been more patient. But even back in the day, I don't think I could have handled walking around Monkey Island itself. It took so much time just traveling around, back and forth the island, and the boat paddling, the amount of backtracking was getting a little severe up in here. But really, those are just minor nitpicks, and I'm sure you have your own that differ from mine. In 2009, a remastered special edition of The Secret of Monkey Island was released with newer graphics, voice acting, a hint guide, and the ability to switch back and forth between the new graphics and the original graphics. It was also received very well and piqued a lot of interest from new gamers new to the adventure genre. It features voice acting from Dominic Armato, who really gives Guybrush a lot of personality, and I can't imagine anyone else voicing him.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
The same year, the game's fictitious recipe for grog hit news headlines when an Argentinian reporter found it posted on Facebook and decided to write a report warning people about the dangers of promoting alcohol and partying on Facebook. Damn you video games, always promoting alcohol all over the place, especially alcohol with kerosene in it. Shameful. Whether you're a seasoned adventure gamer or new to the genre, the Monkey Island games are going to be a good time. The first game specifically is still loved by many people, and it's remained in the video game limelight for over 20 years, and that is seriously impressive. And now I must go swab the poop deck. But seriously, I've had this parrot on my shoulder the entire review, and she is such a poop monster. Until next time... Oh my god. Look behind you! A three-headed monkey! Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. I'd like to give an extra special thanks to Luna Vorax, Justine Strand, and Kid Icarus. They are super special mighty pirates and deserve buckets of platonic love. If you want to see the last review, click the annotation. Otherwise, we can talk booty on my other social venues, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. Catch you later, you dirty sea dogs.